Hello everybody, I'm Matt Farrell and welcome to Top News. November 17th, 2025. Don Wilson, a former January 6th participator, who had pled guilty to impeding or injuring an officer during the January 6th insurrection, was pardoned by President Trump. He's now being pardoned again because he's facing gun charges in Kentucky. Bro, I can't even get help with a couple speeding tickets. Let's talk about Arctic frost. No, this is not going to be a boring piece about global warming and how we need to take better care of our planet and how if we don't start doing things better that the earth might come to an end. No, I'm not going to bore you with that stuff. What Arctic frost is a little nugget that was tucked into the new bill that was passed to reopen the government. Now, the bill that was passed was supposed to be about funding the government so that they could serve the American people. This just got added in there. Arctic frost says that if the DOJ is doing an investigation that leads them to where they need to subpoena the personal information of any lawmakers, Senate members, then those Senate members can then sue the government for up to $500,000. So you're telling me that if there's an investigation going on that they have to subpoena my records, I can sue them for looking into my personal information? No, that's not what we're saying at all. It's only for Congress. Greg Good and Roderick Bray are two Republican senators from the state of Indiana that President Trump is now calling for them to be ousted. Why? Because they don't agree with redistricting the congressional maps to help one party or the other. The Trump administration has asked them to do this in Indiana, and they've refused. Trump keeps playing down Americans' affordability crisis and continues to falsely claim that inflation and overall prices have fallen during his second term. From January to September, groceries and U.S. consumer prices have risen according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. He can, however, claim the responsibility for the lowering of prices of some things. Drugs, for instance. Now, it's mostly just the blockbuster drugs that people are using to help with obesity, but, I mean, hey, it's something. The price of eggs has gone down since he took office. Of course, the avian flu that caused the prices to go up in the first place is now under control, but, he can take credit for it. Oil prices are down. He did that by dismantling regulations that were in place when it came to drilling. And last week, beef and fruit prices went down. He did that by lessening the tariffs that he had on those imports. So I guess if you cause a problem and then stop doing the thing that causes the problem, you can then take credit for fixing the problem? In an email between Jeffrey Epstein and his brother Mark asked, "Do you think Putin still has the picture of Trump blowing Bubba?" The internet went wild. Everybody started speculating because apparently Bill Clinton's nickname is Bubba. I didn't know that, but I guess everybody else in the world besides me did. Mark finally broke his silence and went public by saying the email that is out there was a private email between two brothers that was not meant for the public. Yeah, no shit. He then went on to say that the Bubba referred to in the email was not referring to former President Bill Clinton, but was referring to a private person who is not in the public eye. Okay. But there is a picture of him blowing somebody named Bubba? Manolo Bettencourt is the owner of Manolo's Bakery in Charlotte, North Carolina. For the last 12 years, he's been baking cakes and delivering them to homeless people on their birthdays. He says we don't call them homeless people. They're our neighbors. Thanks, Manolo. We needed this feel-good story. That's been Top News. We'll see you guys tomorrow.